Alright, I wanted to show off the latest version of XenWord, which is 1.0.1.04. This version includes several bug fixes from the version 3, which I didn't give to very many people. But the very first thing you'll see on the this version is an XF_user ID that has been added, as well as the fact that you can see from the database this is actually a multi-site enabled configuration. There were some bugs in terms of getting the thread ID to work properly, but if you now go to a post, you can now see that the thread ID is working fine. So here's the test site. It is actually now a multi-site, so if I go to something as simple as this, XenWord, you can see that there is now a subdomain attached to this. And just to clarify for some people who want to do subdomains, the www should flip to your main site like this. You shouldn't have that www on there, or you'll end up with some redirect issues. This is done without a mapping plugin because I wanted to make sure that worked properly. So let's just begin with the login. We'll log in with Gracie, who is just simply a subscriber. So we log in as Gracie, and the first thing you'll see on the new features is that we have the alerts and the conversations up in the top menu toolbar up here. That should help. This is an option. You can turn it on or off. You'll also see that she can get to the dashboard, but her permissions are going to be just simply, hey, here's your home, and then what sites do you have access, excuse me, which sites you have access to. Okay, we go back to the site. We can flip her to the other site, which is the XenWord site, the subdomain, and you can see that she is logged in here, and she can also leave comments here. So if she wanted to leave a comment that just said, this is a great post, this is great, I'm glad multi-site enabled WordPress version is now working properly. She'll want to probably look like grammar there. Of course, forgot the period. But the thing you'll notice is the user meta. The user meta now is set to match, so the writing is to information in here. So on the user 2 with Ellie, or in this case Gracie, you can see a lot of information is getting filled in from WooCommerce, from many other things that are getting filled in. So slowly moving things over into the WordPress database. Okay, if we wanted to, well, go back and go into the community, we can see that Gracie's little comment here, is actually posted to the thread within the within XenForo, and we can go back and we can grab it and see that it's also within the WordPress side. So this is kind of nice that it's multi-site, and the toolbar is now showing the conversations and the alerts. Okay, next I wanted to just quickly show you that I did not have a multi-site enabled configuration this time. So if we go in as an administrator, excuse my short password, but if we go in and now actually look to see, we can go in as an admin. even though this is coming in from the XenForo side. This is a XenForo user. And the other thing is the individual can go into the network without the multi-site network configuration. So this is a nice change. In the past, there had to be an actual configuration file, and that file is not filled out. You can see the what is activated is 1.0.1.04. Some of the other features that I have in here. Let me just get to the dashboard, show you the README so you can see that for yourself. If we go to the actual README, you'll see I added in the what was new when I was doing 1.0.1.03. You'll see that there were I had to fix the path for the XF thread. There was an error that I was making. I was actually locking it into to a location and I shouldn't have been. I tested this with 3.9 beta 2. I changed the way the widgets were created. Now, there's still a lot of work on widgets to do. The alert bar, the alerts in the conversations in the toolbar, which is an option. And then, of course, the bug fixes that I've been taking care of are now fixed. All right. So when you go into the settings, you will see the options to do the relative path still there. The user permissions are set. There's the feature of changing from a full to an excerpt to only a link. Fill in the forum IDs here. The quick custom post type that I did still needs to be expanded, but here you go. And then here's the coolest feature, which is that comments can be displayed in newer or older fashion. So this is something totally new that is kind of nice. If you change it here from the default, which is older, you'll also need to go into your discussions on the WordPress side. You'll need to go into your settings here and discussions, and you'll need to set it so that the comments are older or newer there. Okay, make sure those two match. All right, let's see what else is new. Some of the other little things that people have been asking for. Here's with the alert toolbox. Turn it off or on right there. And then, of course, if you bought the branding with the things, we have the new show the link right here. You would, if you bought the branding license, you'd just click that off. You can change how many comments per page you'd like. Make sure that matches in other places. All right, and that is it.